can't afford ya, no.
That's Noid from Tyler the Creator's Cromakopia, new release. And when I heard it, it struck me that there's a really different sound going on at the beginning of the song. And I want to show you how to make that sound kind of my own way. You know, I'm not 100% sure how he did it, but what I heard is a really different use of filter sweep. Because most of the time when we sweep a filter, we grab a knob on a Mini Moog or a slider on a 2600 or a slider on a Juno or something like that. And we get kind of linear sweeps. But what I noticed on this song is the sweeps were really like emotional and irregular and kind of jittery almost, but it created a lot of spontaneity to the sound. And I'm going to show you how to do that on my ARP 2600 by using the envelope follower, which is sort of an underused module on most synthesizers. And what an envelope follower does is it converts an external signal and the volume of that external signal into voltage. So an example of that could be a human voice going into an envelope follower, and then however loud I get, the envelope follower will put out more voltage in relationship to how loud I get. If you put a guitar in there, same thing. It's not picking up pitch or color or anything. However loud the guitar gets, the envelope follower will put out more voltage. And what I do with that voltage is control a filter. And it's going to control a filter similar to the way you would control it with a slider or a knob, like I was saying earlier. So that's one way to do it. The way I'm doing it is with my mouth and this microphone. It's a cheap microphone. What is this mic? My Sony F96 that I've had for quite a lot of decades. And I take that microphone into a preamp that you can see right here. Preamp comes out into a mult, so I'm making more than one copy of that amplified microphone signal. And then one copy goes to the ring modulator, another copy goes directly into the filter. And the reason why I do that is so that I can get one clear audio sound of just my voice and another signal that's just like kind of robotic. And then I'm able to play the keyboard and control pitches. So I'm going to break this down a little bit more slowly for you. Jumping in here to remind you to like and subscribe. Please push that button. I've noticed that 75% of you haven't subscribed to the channel, and we want to keep bringing these videos to you. And it's the one thing we need your help to do, to give back to us, and we can keep giving back to you guys. So looking forward to hearing your comments about this and more. Now back to the video. First, let's hear the whole thing. So you see how I can get a lot of spontaneity into the sweeps? So what's going on in the filter? Let's show you that. The first basic thing that you hear is noise. Let's call this the second thing. The ring modulator is going into the filter. And then another component is just my voice. Slightly mixed in there. And I can also play pitches on the keyboard. And add noise. So it's kind of up to me how I want to blend these things. I mostly favor the noise, but I like to add a little bit of ring modulator. And then maybe a little bit of the pitch. And the pitch only plays when I play the keyboard, and I can change notes on the keyboard. The reason that you don't hear anything when I play the keyboard right now, just a little leakage, is because I'm not opening the filter, so you're not really getting much signal going through. I open the filter by sending voltage from the microphone to the envelope follower to the filter. So let's hear that all together. And I can control any mix that I like here of ring modulation. Let's say you have a lot of ring modulation, less noise, and some pitch from the oscillator. And then a little voice in there, a little more noise. So I'm not sure how Tyler did it, but it is an irregular kind of sweep, and it moves in a way that I don't think you can do very easily with a slider or a knob. So I recommend this to you to control filter sweeps whenever you want to do something that's more emotional and more sort of sudden and more irregular. So the way to achieve it, just a quick review, start with a microphone into a preamp so you get a hotter signal because the microphone's not really delivering much signal. That preamp signal goes to the input of the envelope follower. And I'm going to just do it really simply for you. And then the output of this envelope follower is just going to control the filter. And I'm just going to put noise in the filter so you can hear that. And I'm only going to go through the filter. And that's the basis of the patch. From there, I can take the filter into the VCA, and what that does is it allows me to sort of gate the leakage that's going through the filter. So you only hear signal when you play the keyboard. Ooh. And from there, you can add some ring modulator tone to it and some pitch and play around with it. And it works on bass. Maybe a little more noise. And that's all there is to it. So let's hear the song again.
Feel it in my aura. Living between cameras and recorders. These but can't afford ya. No.
Check out Tyler the Creator, Noid, Cromakopia, and check out this patch and see what you can come up with on your synthesizer and make really emotional filter sweeps. Please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. We really value your support, and we'll keep making more of these videos for you. Also go to anthonymarinellimusic.com. There's exclusive free content there for you as well. See you next week.